shout out to the one person hanging out. That's pretty cool, man. I haven't had anybody hang out for a long time. Uh, I have a new brush, and it's a very small brush. It's 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 a kind of brush where you're not going to use it on your face. You're going to lather in a bowl because okay, so this is a boar head, right? But it's short. Like look how the the knot is so short. Look at this. This is very nice to lather on the face. Like I have a lot of complaint about wet shavers on YouTube. First of all, I don't think they shave that often. Hey, what's up, Moose? How you doing? I don't think they shave that often. They just like collecting stuff. And I think we're guys, we all like collecting stuff. We like collecting fragrances. We like collecting soaps. I mean, we like collecting things, man. It's just who we are. We're guys. And but I see these guys, they're like, you're in the wrong hobby. I'm gonna act like RX. Oh no. Holy shit. But it's like if you have a goatee, why do you have all these shaving? I don't know. I just think they think it's cool, you know? And the whole reason you get into that's a man. What's up, Kevin? Um the whole reason you get into like wet shaving is to save money. But how could you save money if you have 10 different razors? Kind of like I was in the wet shaving community as a lurker for many years, and the only reason I was in the community is because I've always used a double edge razor. It was just because it was cheap, and I had one double edge razor. I had one and a bunch of blades, and I'd shave in the shower, and that was it. It was to save money. But when you have like these double edge razors are expensive, man. They're hundreds of dollars. I'm a Cuddles lurker. What's up, Lucas Poe? Yeah, so it's like they don't get the whole purpose, and then they leave their goatee, and that drives me crazy. If you're gonna be in the wet shaving community, which I'm not in the wet shaving community, Luke is the best, man. You know, Luke is like kind of like Rudy. He's like I don't want to be part of any crew or I just want to be myself. I don't want to be in the cannoli army or what the hell they call it. You know, he just wants to be Luke. Luke is poor. You know? So he just wants to be independent. He doesn't want to be like, do I have to agree with you? I don't agree with you. Oh, you're disloyal. You're disloyal. Like, oh, come on. You're going to be loyal? Like, it ain't the real mafia, okay? Let me be honest with you. It's not the real mafia. It's like a fake mafia. Like, come on. Some guy out in the middle of Wisconsin, like, he's ordering hits on people. This is what YouTube is. It's fake people with... It's a fake world. I mean, it's a fake world. You know? Lone Wolf Luke. So, like, I always thought, like, I met up with the South Florida wet shavers, and they said, do you wet shave? I said, I don't wet shave anymore. Because I didn't really think of it as a thing. I didn't think of it as cool or anything like that. You can't hear me? I thought of it as saving money. But then, when I had my open heart surgery, they said you can't You can't shave. You can't wet shave. And then I was like, man, it's like, okay, you deserve a sub. Thank you. Like, I mean, I don't want to get disgusting. Like some guys, they play with themselves. It's kind of like they're not going to have a community for people that it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But they all want to be in some kind of group. Where am I going with this? Are you trans? Yeah. Guess, am I transitioning from a woman to a man or a man to a woman? Tell me. I want to know. I want to. Dude, I'm a guy. I don't care if I was the nerdiest guy who was feminine and walked around like this all day. Like, come on. I'm still a guy. I was born a guy. And if I want to walk around like this all day, I'm a Maine lobster man. Yeah. Let me say one thing. I love the gays. I love the gays, man. Come on. I'm a woman. No. So I'm going to, like, okay, this is my least favorite soap. And Pastures advertises this soap like crazy. I don't like the smell. I don't like it just doesn't provide a lot of qualities like I like. It doesn't provide a lot of protection. Trans does not equate with gay. I smell a bigot. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Can I get on my knees? Trans community, please please accept my apology. Yeah. I don't like the smell. I don't like anything about this soap. It's like my least favorite soap out of all my soaps. I don't even like smelling it right now that it's open. Okay, let me read the notes. English or Spanish. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. I can't move. The fake Marcials. We forgive you, Cuddles. Thank you. So this soap has passion fruit, citrus, green tea with a cedar base. It's just, it's like one of those fragrances you buy and you keep it in the back, and then like 3 years later, oh shit, I still have it. Yeah, but it's good for what I'm going to use it for, and that's for a bowl shave. And what I mean by a bowl shave is a scuttle shave. Okay, now I'm acting a little weird. And they call that blooming the soap when they put some water in the soap. I don't know why they call it blooming the soap, but they call it blooming the soap. I think I added too much water. Okay, hold on. We added too much water. So let's bloom the soap. The soap is like, I don't know. I don't like the smell. I don't like anything about it. Okay, so let me put it in here. And I'll have a nice little, let me get a lot. And then now I could whip up some sort of lather here, right? Like and subscribe, or I will haunt you. Cutters, can you do a note breakdown of Ajax during your next shave? Yeah, no problem. Blue crystals. Dude, the blue crystals. It's all about the blue crystals. So this is kind of like, the soap sucks. The shaving brush is like, it's not meant to really lather on the face. It's so small. And since it's a boar, short boar head bristles, it's not going to be comfortable. So, like, the best thing to do is just, and like, this is like, if you're into wet shaving and you're bowl shave, if you're bowl lathering, it's like, man, this isn't what wet shaving. Wet shaving is about spreading it on your face, like from the puck, This is like, it's like this isn't even enjoyable. I'm like moving my wrist around like I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. Okay, let me wet the face. It's weird, man. Talking too much. Some guy told me I gotta get off the crack. I ain't getting off the crack, man. Why should I get off the crack? Crack is whack. Nah, I don't want people to take me serious. I'm against drugs. I am totally against drugs. Okay, so I should. Okay, so the thing about this scuttle, it has like a little cork, and it's kind of slippery because of the shave soap. So let me take it out. And okay, so I could put hot water in here, right? Ooh, the hot water's hot. Not like when Kevin came. So now, like, it's hot. It's hot lather. It's kind of liquidy. It's not hot, really. It's truly just not even, it's like the same temperature. Oh, there it goes. I feel the hot lather now. Like, this is like an uncomfortable brush, but it's boar head. Like, that's so, okay, so what's the deal with boar head? Boar head is for getting good exfoliation. Oh, yeah, I feel the heat. But this is so, the bristles are so short. It's just like, it's like for someone with small hands. And like, I don't know, man. I don't like the smell of passion fruit, maybe. Like, do you know what passion fruit is? I don't like the smell of passion fruit. I have to admit. I'm offended that Cuddles is anti-drugs. Yeah. I'm like Trump. Oh, you heard about the new Jewish Obama? Shapiro. They call him the Jewish Obama because he's a good orator and he's Jewish. Oh man, the Jewish Obama. I don't know anything about this guy. Shave already. God damn. Am I that boring? Am I that boring? Kathy? You need to take some anxiety medicine. And my tongue is orange. Because I'm a reptile. I'm reptilian. I'm a lizard person. I haven't heard from Rocket in a while. Yes, you take anti-anxiety medicine. I took that before. I took it before, but it made me feel like I wasn't myself, and I stopped taking it. I took it for such a short time. I didn't like it. I was kind of like this. Oh, I feel good. No meds for me. Okay. No, but that's how it made me feel like, okay, nothing's bothering me. I was like a vegetable. It was a popular antidepressant in the 90s or something. I guess, like, so you don't off yourself, you should take it. Like, if you get to that point. But it made me, like, I don't know, I have to be myself. I mean, maybe, like, a lot of people don't like who I am and what I they don't like my personality, but it's like it comes from the heart, you know? And I can't like, I don't know. Everybody needs some sort of personality identity, you know? And without my personality identity, I'm just like a vegetable. It's weird. Like, who am I? Who is, like, you feel like you're walking around in somebody else's body. It's real weird, man. I forgot the name of the antidepressant. But I didn't like how it made me feel. But some people like the way it makes them feel. You know? I didn't like the way it made me feel. Zoloft, Paxil? No, it wasn't one of Paxil. Maybe it was something, no, Paxil? No, it wasn't Paxil. Or Zoloft. I heard Zoloft is the stronger one. But like, I don't know, I kind of felt like I'm a zombie. Like, who am I? What person? And I didn't like it. I did feel kind of good though. I did, like, okay, so like maybe now, like I could take one of those antidepressants, but when you're at work, when you're working, you need your personality, you know? But if you're just like playing video games all day, you don't really need a personality. You could just kind of, you could actually veg out, you know? This has like a sharp point to it. Like it's like some of the, yeah, it's like a sharp point. Cuddles, how do you feel about Robert Kennedy Jr.? I kind of like a lot of things about him. I mean, I like him better than Kamala. Like, they say negative things about him, but I don't agree with that. He used to be on a show called Air America back in like the early 2000s, and I listened to him. I still don't know why he has that voice. But I feel like he's a righteous man. I mean, it's all feeling. I feel like he stands for something. I feel like they should open up the JFK files. You know, that's what I feel like. And I think that may happen. You know, especially like, you know, with the assassination. Maybe all that will be revealed. And there's something sinister, you know? You know, when they said he has the documents, I always kind of felt like, oh, he has the documents in Mar-a-Lago. I always kind of felt like he had the documents for, you know, what happened in the 1960s. And I think he knows everything. RFK has a neurological disorder that affects his voice. I like RFK a lot. Thank for your thank. Oh, I didn't know that. I feel like he's a righteous man. You know, but I don't know. But like the Democrats in the 60s are like where I was, you know? Like the party has shifted, right? Like, come on, you know Trump is a Democrat. Do you remember me? Yeah, what's up, Slayer? How you doing, man? I mean, Trump is a Democrat. You know? Trump is, and I hate to use the word patriot, but he's a patriot. Like, he loves the country. You know, he cares about people. I have a pretty good judge of character, I think. And I think he's a caring person. I think the people that are criticizing him are bad judges of character. That's just my thoughts, okay? That's my thoughts. You know, I think they want to be part of something. So here's, like, it looks like a wet noodle. That's what mine looks like. Okay, somebody's gonna clip that. Okay, but yeah, like, this is a good soap for, like, I don't like anything about this soap still, but like, it's a new soap and I can't really throw it away, so I'm gonna use it for bowl lathering. Daydream by Summer Break. Kind of just, it doesn't compare to the other soaps I have, which are more premium soaps, which give me a better protection, lather. Let's see, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use some, I don't know, this may be too much. So this is from Phoenix Artists and Accoutrements. This is Bay Gum. This is their Star Jelly. And you can get it with or without menthol. I got it with menthol. Woo! And it burns, man. Like, there's alcohol in there. Like, and it smells like bay rum with juicy fruit gum. Seriously, like, it smells great. I wonder if Trump really dined on Shirley's. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Love your hat. Von Dutch makes cool hats. I like the Von Dutch hats a lot. Yeah, I have another one coming. I have two, but I ordered another one. The other one is really cool because it has like an eye. But this one's all right. I like it. Kind of reminds me of Cheap Trick. Do you know who Cheap Trick is? They're a rock band from like the 1970s and 80s. They had an album called The Dream Police. Yeah, The Dream Police. I like Cheap Trick. You know, they were cool. Like, when I was in junior high school, like, all the cool kids listened to the Cheap Trick. They went to the Cheap Trick concert. I went to the Foreigner concert in 1979. I know that's dating a lot of people here. But I went to the Head Games tour for Foreigner back in 1979. I think it was in December 1979. And that was my first concert I ever went to. Then I saw Van Halen 3 times in high school, and I saw AC/DC twice. I saw For Those About to Rock, Fire, We Salute. I can't sing, but and Back in Black, right? So, when they came to the Hollywood Sportatorium back in whenever it was, 1981, I think that was, yeah, 1981. The cannons didn't work, so that was a big deal. Holy, I'm seeing the Cuddles Barbershop sign for the first time. Nice. Marcus with David Lee Roth. Yeah, hold on. The thing is, you can't, my stickers are not lined up the way I wanted them to line up. But hold on, I'm going to take this off for a second so you can see. Okay, so here are my stickers. Right, Scorpions, Motley Crue. I saw Motley Crue in concert. Prince. I saw Prince in concert too. Scorpion, AC/DC, Kiss. I wasn't a big fan. Van Halen, and the Cradle Will Rock. And then '88. That was after I saw them. And Bad. you remember who played the guitar in Bad? Hold on, let me see. Why is my yeah? Do you know who played the guitar in Bad? Was it Bad? Oh no, it was Beat It. Beat It. Do you know who played the guitar in Beat It? Eddie Van Halen. Good night, Slayer. Yeah, Rocket Man. I'm glad to see you around these parts. It's like I'm glad you know it's like you're a guy that stands up for justice, and it's like that's one thing, man, I love about you. Sticks also, man. Sticks stands up for justice, and you gotta respect Sticks. I mean, he works with the handicapped kids. You gotta love that, man. And the mentally I don't know, man. I don't know any other words really. Mentally retarded is an acceptable, Eric, of course, yeah, is an acceptable term from when I graduated the university. That was what people would have on their certificate, mentally retarded, right? And I'm not making this up. You could look. That was what it was. And I used to see the teachers that work with those kids. Man, you gotta really be special, You gotta really be special, and you gotta really be empathetic and caring. And Sticks is that man. Sticks is that man. Shout out to Sticks. That's for you, Sticks. Right? Sticks is a good man. The ladies love it when he oils his chest. Sticks is a good man, man. How's my hair look? I have to go to a quince. Tomorrow. The kid that came to my my hearing, right? His daughter has a quince, so I have to show up. I bought an Amazon certificate and a card. He's a nice guy. He loves me, His parents died while he was in high school, so I kind of led him, in the right direction. Yeah, good guy. He went into the Navy, and now his wife, who was his high school sweetheart, is what do you call it? Lieutenant Colonel? No. Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel. Like, she was already a major, right? Yeah. So she went second lieutenant, first lieutenant. I think because she's a nurse, right? But she's like a nurse practitioner. So she skipped a couple ranks. So it's like second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, and she's a lieutenant colonel. And next is full bird colonel. And then you have general, like brigadier general, major general, lieutenant general, and then full, 4-star general. So she's already the one after major, lieutenant colonel, light colonel they call it. But yeah, they're in the UK right now. They're in the UK. He served in Guantanamo. But like every time he comes here, he takes me out, all this, Cuddles has great hair. Oh God, I hope you didn't hear that. I hope my mic didn't pick that up. It was pretty bad. I had broccoli for dinner. Yeah, I have good hair, man. It's kind of like it needs a good haircut, but like I was blessed, and it's not dyed or anything. I have good genetics with hair. When my brother met me for the first time, he's like, "How do you have all your hair?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." I kind of feel sorry for him because he has a big bald spot in the middle of his head, and he's a professional. so he can't really go bald. Like he can't really shave all his hair off. You know, he's got a very high position, like number three in Max Steel. You ever hear of Max Steel? They're a multinational company, like in Africa, everywhere. They're all around the world, and he works with the CEO. The CEO is always calling him, but yeah, he can't go bald, like completely bald, because it's like they want you to be clean shaven, and if you're bald, you got to just go. It's like if you're a senator or a congressman, you know. And I feel sorry for him. And I got a lot of bad things, but the one thing is I did get like the hair. Your brother is such a professional that he's not allowed to look like Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jeff Bezos has. Yeah. Well, Jeff Bezos, he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, it's a certain. He can't even get political at all. He can't even get political at all. It's you know. Yeah. Like he's making like half a million a year, man. What's his name says he can't afford an attorney. Lame. He should retire. He should retire, but like he should retire. He should retire. His son's studying to be a scientist. His son is very intelligent. Got a 1420 on the SAT or 1380 or 1420. I forgot now. 14. It was high, and he's working. Now I got to remember the material. Not plastic, but that rubberized plastic. What is it called? Whatever. Well, he's trying to figure out like a certain material because there's a surplus of this material in the world, and to use it, you know, like what kind of ways can man use this material? No amount of money is worth not being yourself. He should be able to shave his whole body and ride a motorcycle with Trump flags if he wants to. Yeah, I don't think that's the image. It's an image. It's an image. Yeah, it, he has to have an image. What a man. My sister too. It's like we like turn off like if I'm talking politics, she has to turn off the phone. Cuddles, how's your rubber fist working out for you? My rubber fist. I can't even think of the name of the material, but it's an elastic plastic. It's all over the place, but I can't even think of what it is. But like he like for medical purposes, like how can that material be applied for medical purposes? It's God, why can't I think it? But there's a surplus of it, and for medical purposes, how can it be used in for people that have medical issues? Are your are your siblings voted for Harris? My sister, no. My brother, probably. He's. There are some serious people predicting she's going to win. She's going to frame Trump as the anti-feminist for allowing the states to come up with their own abortion laws. Well, it it should have never really gone like Roe v. Wade. It should always be it belongs to the states. It's not like he's saying no, you can't. He's not banning it. He's just saying give it to the states. and the states can make up their decisions. And then if you don't like the state's decision, you can leave. That's a man. I'm going to win. Yeah, but I think that's such a small issue. I mean, in the real world, let's talk the real world. Main issue is the economy. And, like the border matters depending on where you live. Like the border doesn't matter to somebody living in Delaware. It doesn't matter, to a lot of people. But if you're living in a place like, New York City, because Greg Abbott, he did it's like they didn't feel it in New York City. So they didn't care. They're like, oh, we have to be more compassionate. And then when they're moving to New York City and they're, getting thousands of dollars on the EBT card and free hotel rooms and, then it's like, oh, I see how this works, Yes, I do not live in the United States, nor am I a citizen, but I would still vote. Yeah. Why do the feds even have drug laws like Schedule 1 cannabis? I don't know. Like cannabis, I feel cannabis should be legal, but there has to be a way you could test. Like if you're driving a car, there has to be a way that some sort of agility test maybe, that if you're driving a car, and you're high, you could be arrested and it could be a felony, sort of like DUI. A trooper, Kamala is hot. She's a good looking woman. She's my age. She's 59. She's a good looking woman. But I know the type of woman she is, She's like really nice and friendly, but when something doesn't go her way, she can be a bee. And she could really be a different person. She is gorgeous. You're going a little too far. She's hot and gorgeous. I think she's an attractive woman, True that. She can punish me by sitting on my face. Damn, that's a little simpy. Is Kamala only 59? Damn, I think she's pretty too, but she seems stupid. Terrible public speaker. The thing is, it's like, for some reason, she's just gotten her way. She has some sort of privilege where she's gotten her way and she became the VP, even though nobody really liked her, And then she's going to be the president and, I can't say if, there's no way if everything is legal that she's going to win. There's no way. There's no way that people are going to vote for her, especially with the economy and the border. Have you been to the border? Yeah. We've been to the border. No, have you been to the border? Well, no, you haven't been to the border. Well, I haven't been to Europe either. Cackle, cackle. I like Kamala. She supports me. Gotten her way. She's just another Obama puppet. I think the whole thing is, in this country, there's a huge issue we have that I don't even know how to word it, but people feel like they're oppressed because of the past, and nobody's really lived the past, so they don't understand. It's just so weird that they all want to be part of this group that was oppressed, Just being real. Tulsi Gabbard is hot when she's dolled up for TV appearances. I was hoping Trump would pick her as VP. She has bad acne. Jehovah, yo, what's up? For real, people need to get over it. They're all, dude, I mean, she's an attractive woman. Now you're putting her into the hot category, and like, and Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know, man. She does have bad acne, which I don't like. Kamala has I think she's an attractive woman, but like I wouldn't say like she's all that, but she's an attractive Indian woman. You can barely see the acne when she wears makeup. Come on. Marcus is in love, man. Marcus is in love with Kamala Harris. But the wait. So Harris is actually an African American name, but Kamala is an Indian name, right? It's kind of weird. Like, I just think, this is Trump's time, and I think he's going to fix the border. He's going to fix the economy. Treasury bonds just like took a dump yesterday. So, because, yeah, Kamala's Indian, yes. I dated Kamala. That's why I'm gay. Yeah, but the treasury bonds, yeah, I have a big interest in that. I can't say why. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Trump attempt? It's sick, man. It's sick. Like, it's sick. I don't even know what to think at this point, with all the conspiracies. I don't even like the word conspiracies because conspiracy makes it seem like you're a kook if you believe in it. But, like, I don't know enough. I don't think anybody really knows enough. Like, a lot of things don't make sense. Treasuries are ripping. The yields are, but yeah, the yields, yeah, have a lot of T-bonds are diving, but that means the treasuries themselves are skyrocketing in price. Yeah. What's up, AM? How you doing? Yeah. Um, yeah, it's crazy, but people invested. I'll just put it like this: people invested in treasury bonds back in the '80s, right? Hey, what's up, Michael? So people have invested in those treasury bonds, like say for instance, $1,000 worth of treasury bonds. You cash it in, you're gonna get like 3 grand. I mean, I know, maybe more, right? If it was from the '80s, you're gonna get like 4 or 5 grand, because you're talking 40 years. In October of last year, I thought the market would crash. Wait. When yields rise, that means the prices of treasuries are dropping, which is very dangerous for the market because everyone borrows against. I haven't seen you in a long time, man, Michael. They're treasuries to buy equities and speculate on other things, perhaps even the price of gold. Distinguished gentleman, no joke. And Michael Dinsmore is here. Dude, Michael Dinsmore is honestly like the best clone house that I've tried. And I've tried a lot, and he really nailed it with Purple Rain and Distinguished Gentleman. He nailed it with those two. I think those are his two best. And the Italian Cypress, the Sicilian Cypress is very good. Yeah. Well, when you speak with Michael, he'll explain to you that, where he sources his perfumer's alcohol from, and, he has to make sure. Perfumer's alcohol is a big deal with clones because you don't want any smell. Fougere of the day. Wait, what'd you say? Let me see. Dinsmore does a great job. Fougere of the day. But right now, equities are dropping and treasuries are ripping. The trade looks like a fight to safety. Inflation isn't fit. The thing is, housing prices. Housing prices have to fall. as the housing prices have to fall. People can't afford to live. People can't afford to buy. Denzi is a chemist and an artist. Appreciate it, Captain. Yeah, you're very good. No horse tranquilizers for me. All natural, baby. Yeah. So Michael makes good fragrances. Uh, Treasury bonds are taking a hit. Home prices need to drop. I mean, the home prices are just overinflated. The thing is, when I bought my place, I told everybody I bought my place for 22 grand, right? And the prices just went up, and they never went down. I mean, from when did I buy this? 1994, 1994 to 2024, right? So for 30 years, the prices have never dipped. They've always gone up. You know, for 30 years, the prices have always gone up. Property taxes should be illegal. Property taxes basically means you never own your home, even when it's fully paid off. See, now in Florida, John knows this, we have something called the homestead exemption, right? So my property taxes are less than $100 a year. Because, okay, sorry, I got to get my new thing coming in the mail. But yeah, so I know some people that are paying $5,000 a year, for their home. I pay like $80 a year. $80 a year. And I own my property outright. So $80 a year is nothing because, the homestead exemption. So it works like this. Like the first $50,000 you don't have to pay taxes on, right? And then the assessed value doesn't really represent the real value, It's just like with the Trump Mar-a-Lago. The assessed value is probably 18 million, but in real life it's worth $1 billion, So the assessed value is much lower than what I could sell it for. Yeah, your property tax is around $5 a year. That's expensive, man. You're in a good business, the auto repair business. That's a good business. That was smart. I don't know how you got into it, but that was smart. So in total, I pay around $7K a year. Wow, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. It's a lot, Captain. Yeah, the HOA, 4K, CD. Yeah, the thing is, like, where my sister lives, she has to pay the HOA. It's not HOA, but, the maintenance, right? And she has to pay for the master association because, like, when you come into her development, it's sort of like maybe 30 condos that share the same security at the front gate. So you have to go through a front gate, and it's like really beautiful, and so they have to pay for that. So they have to pay quarterly for the master association, which is like 4,000, like quarterly. So it's like 16 grand a year. I mean, it's a really nice place. But like, it's crazy, man. It's just unbelievable. It's like, like, it's beautiful. Like, my sister's place is beautiful. Like, you're working out. I don't know if I filmed a little bit, like on my little stupid live streams or whatever. And yeah, you're looking out at the intercoastal, and it's just beautiful. It's just like, wow, But you're paying for all that, with really like top of the line exercise equipment. Even still, it's the principle of the thing. But I still get what you're getting at. Yeah. Well, talk about principle. I paid. When you first start, you have amortization, right? Let me fix this. But like in the beginning, it's like 99% interest, and I paid. I would make payments like 5 times the amount because I wanted to pay some principal. But I paid off. It was like no big deal back then. But nowadays, it's like people make the minimum payments because it's just so outrageous. 12K a year on Long Island. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you see where I live. It's I don't live in anything really special, um, and I like it like that. I like that I could retire and pretty much get by. I have Social Security coming up. Um, you know, I like that. If I lived in somewhere fancier, you know, and also I can't really have a wife. People do have, mostly all the people have wives here and are married, but I don't want to be in this small apartment and have a wife. It's just too much, you know. Unless she's really really peaceful. But like Dee Dee, she had her own place, and I have my own place, and her place was paid off. She has a nice apartment and nice condo, and it was perfect. Like it's good to it's good to like for for a man to have their own apartment or condo. Really not an apartment because apartment refers to rentals, but condo, and the woman has their own condo, and then you could go there and sleep, come here and sleep, and it's not like suffocating. I can't imagine what the electric bills would be like, but the mansions in Florida are so much cheaper than the rest of the country. Yeah, marry rich. Oh yeah, man. The women are thinking the same thing. Marry rich. Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great to marry rich if you can afford it. If you can find a woman that will marry you. A lot of women though, in their older age, are kind of like really desperate to get married. They get very lonely. Like the women I speak to, some of them, they're very very lonely. You know, I'm not lonely. I'm a guy. Whatever you can make fun of me. I play Overwatch. I play video games. I have my own things. Better late than never, hey Neil. But I'm okay. Of course, sometimes everybody gets lonely, but like if I had a girlfriend that had her own place, it would be perfect. You know, like Dee Dee, it was perfect. But a lot of women don't have their own place these days. You know, a lot of women don't have their own place these days, and I don't want somebody over here all the time. I love my peace of mind. Somebody else, who is it? Sticks and me agree on that. Less competition. Yeah, I'm glad you guys showed up, man. I streamed for 54 minutes. Let me give a shout out to everybody who has showed up. Captain, shout out to you. Shout out to Fernando. Shout out to Rocket. Shout out to Michael Dinsmore. I appreciate it. Shout out to AM. AM was here for a little bit. Shout out to That's a Man, probably Kevin. And shout out to Lucas Poor, man. Lucas Poor showed up a couple times, man. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to see you here. And Marcus Mandel, good to see you, man. Good to see Marcus around here, too. And Rodolfo. And who else? Damn, there's a cyclone warning for Miami-Dade. Like where I am, there's a cyclone. I keep getting this message pop up on my phone. It says there's a cyclone warning for for the next two hours. So hopefully, and that's pretty much it. Hey, thank you very much. Hit the like on the way out. Click the links. Thanks a lot. Thank you for the 10 thumbs ups. I appreciate it. Take care.